right on to what I have for today, because this is going to just be a short series, a short presentation. I am Ikeolu Biobaku, the Chief Responsibility Officer and Creative Director of Mix and Bake. Now, this topic is not because I'm a guru at it. Do you understand me? I've had this idea for some time to, maybe come up once in a while and talk, but something always, I don't know. I feel I usually have cold feet because I don't want anybody to misinterpret or misquote or misrepresent, because really my primary area of my core area, as we all know, is cake. That's what we do. But of course, we do other things in Mix and Bake. We run training and we also sell a few accessories. Of course, we have reduced the accessories we sell because of, we all know what the economy is like now. And I'll leave that for another day. But what I'm trying to say is, I've had cold feet about it, and I know last week I just didn't have peace. When something keeps coming on you, you keep having something. I mean, you keep having it in mind. So I just said, okay, let me kill that cold feet, because in the past I've invited one or two people to speak with me about things like that, investment. I usually invite, I've invited guests on my platform. I've invited my friend, Money Stewards. I've invited Smart Stewards. I've invited one other gentleman to come and talk, but I have never really come out to talk about it. So I'm going to start with something. This is not going to be a series forever. I just have April, May, June to talk about it. It's not going to be like something I'm going to do forever. Do you understand? 5 series, 1 this month. We're going to have 2 in May, then we'll have 2 in June. So 5 series, 1, series 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm also going to invite some people to come and talk. Do you understand? I'm going to invite some people to come and talk with us. Now, generally, this is not a topic that we're interested in. This is not a topic that people think about. I'm telling you, it's not a topic that a lot of people will rush to say, I want to come and listen to. I was joking this afternoon when I was going through the Instagram. Just some hours ago, I was looking through the Instagram, what's it called? And I saw Kawetilda's donut with cookies embedded in it. I said that was really ingenious of her. That was very innovative. And we have many innovative people. We are all brilliant. We're also innovative and all that. Okay. And I realized that if Kawetilda, for example, says, I want to have a live class on donuts, cookie, Oreo cookie inserted donuts, or I say I want to do a class on a certain topic, I usually have a lot of people coming on. Bakers are usually more interested in the practical baking. They are usually more interested in the practical baking, and that is what is happening everywhere. You yourself look at our industry today as, a baker, because there might be someone online now that is not a baker. Do you understand? So I'm a baker. I'm a creative director. I'm a teacher. I also run online classes and I sell a few cake stuff. All right. But I've noticed in my industry in particular, we are more concerned about the the baking, you know, the hands-on. We need to step up. We need to step beyond that. You understand? I mean, because I did a little bit of stepping beyond that, I was able to do a few things. We need to step out of the daily baking, step out of, you know, that cocoon. That's why a lot of people, they don't have a structured business, for example, because we are so deep into baking sponge cake, baking vanilla cake, baking cheesecake, baking all the lovely things. Now, don't get me wrong, that is where the money comes from. That's so important. Without that, we will not have money. Do you get me? Without that, we will not have money. So that's important. But I want us to shift our mind. Now, I'm not a guru, you know. All the times I've wanted to talk about this, you understand, that I usually have cold feet. What I would think about is, I am not Nimi Akikogbe, A to Z of business. I am not Shola Adeshakin, Smart Steward, 40 Frugal Rules. I am not Moturayo Adefamoti, Shame Money. I am not Arise Erugo, the smart money woman. Now, I have so many other books like that. Do you understand? These people are focused on finances and making money. Making your money work for you. Not just making money, making your money work for you. Do you understand? So what I'm trying to explain to us right now is to take a back seat sometimes, and instead of, every time we bake, we get money, the next thing is we want to buy oven, we want to buy mixer. Well, all those things are important. I did them too. Do you understand? I did them too, but I'm going somewhere, or you want to buy the next biggest oven in town. From 3 deck, I want to move to 2 deck. From 2 deck, I want to move to 5 deck. All those things are so good, especially if your production line is making a lot of that. That is fantastic. But what I'm trying to say is step back a little, because there are people that are doing it. There are people that are stepping back. Now, I'm not talking to everybody here. I'm talking to those who all they have right now is their current business. Are you following me? That's my target audience. There are some people, they're already doing it. There are some people, they're already gurus. I've met some people, even in this cake industry. Are you following me? You see, what you don't know, you see, knowledge is power. Knowledge, what did I say? Knowledge is power. I've met some people in this cake industry that already own, properties, not their husbands. I'm not talking of husband now. It's good. It's good to have a husband. In fact, I want to be a kept woman. I want to be a woman that doesn't have to work. Today I'm in Dubai. Tomorrow I'm in, south of France. Next week I'm in, gallivanting around. I'm checking my daughter in USA today. Okay, I'm going to check the next one in Canada. And I'm going to check I love that. I don't mind my husband giving me, sponsoring me to do all those things. But there's a worth of being a woman if you can work with your own hands and do your own things. Who says you can't own these things too? Are you following me? I hope we are following. Please, somebody should throw me somebody should say something. Everybody, is anybody saying anything? I want to be sure you guys are with me. Hello? Hello? Say something, please. Say something. Say something before I go on. The atmosphere is so quiet. Everybody is so quiet. Hello? Type something. Maybe the comments, I don't know, maybe the comments are not coming in. Okay? Somebody should say something. Are they saying something and I'm not the one saying it? Okay. Okay. Oh, I just mentioned Kawal just now. She's here with her ingenious donut she just did. Okay, thank you all. Thank you all. Now, we are all brilliant people. I mean, Look at, I can name names. We are all brilliant. We are all, like I said, my target audience is not someone that is already I'm talking to those people that it's just their business they have right now. Do you get me? Now, we all know the industry we are in. We are in a thank you so much. God bless you. I just wanted to be sure I'm not speaking to myself. To be a woman of worth too is important. It doesn't matter what you have. You can start from where you are to grow to where you want to become. Making the cake is very important. Baking, making all those things is very important. But you need to think ahead. You need to step up now and think ahead. Don't think of gathering alone. I used to be like that. Gather all these flower cutters. I'm sure we're all like that. Many of us, cake industry people, all of us, we gather a lot of things. We go for this show, we buy cutter, we buy this, we buy that, and most of it we end up not using. Honestly, we get excited because that's what we are. Do you understand me? So I'm going somewhere, and in recent times, let's say the past few years, when they invite me to come and speak at events, I don't even want to talk about how to bake cake or do all those things again, because we are all doing it. We all know that the market is a red ocean market. If you don't know what a red ocean market is, go and Google it. Our industry right now is a red ocean, is the survival of the fittest. Are you following me? Is the survival of the fittest. Oh, we're all striving, pushing, which is fantastic. But my point is, everything we are doing is fantastic. But we just need to step back a little and look at it. Okay, what else can I do? Do you understand? And it's not your fault. It's not your fault if it's only your business that you have right now. It's not your fault at all. It's because of you see, when you don't have knowledge, you don't know. It's just like somebody that doesn't have knowledge of cake, or knowledge of donuts, or knowledge of something. What you don't know, you will not do. And the thing is, like I've said earlier, we are more interested if we want to do, if Kabetoda calls one of those wonderful cakes, or I love desserts wants to do ice cream cake, or Moji Magic wants to do, you know how it is, or Dripples, or all of them. If somebody wants to do something, or Dainty Affair says we want to do, everybody will gather. Hey, I want to learn. But when they are talking of, we women, we hardly gather when we are speaking investments. We hardly gather at all. As a matter of fact, the day I changed my mind was when I went for a seminar. May the Lord orchestrate situations to push you to your people of destiny. Are you following me? The Lord will orchestrate you, because honestly, everything I had was my oven, my mixer, and you know how it is when you just acquire a new toy, when you just acquire that new 40 kg mixer. You know how you usually feel. You'll be feeling cool. You'll be feeling cool. But you'll be happy. I just acquired the next mixer. But do you know that those things depreciate? They are depreciating assets. Look at, I have this, how many deck oven? I'm even ready to sell it now. Do you understand? They are depreciating assets, because the more you keep using them, of course, it's good. You are using them for a purpose. You are using them for a purpose. Now, I want us to step back. I mentioned some things. I wrote some things down. Be inclined to following friends, not only because they're in your circle. Follow friends that are in other circles. That has helped me. Now, I went for this seminar, one time, and it's always a friend that would invite me. That's why, I remember some people will say, who are your friends? Who are the people that are your friends? Do you understand? Who do you move with? Who are the kind of people that take you to places? Is it all your life? Is it cake from morning till night? Everything cake, cake, cake. Is that all? God will, okay, if you pray, God will orchestrate situations to suit things that will favor you. Now, please, don't get me wrong at all. I am not saying I'm better than anybody. Oh. Please, oh, I am not at all. As a matter of fact, I didn't want to do this. But, you know, anytime I want to do it, I will not have peace. I mean, anytime I don't want to do it, I will not have peace. So I just decided to hit it by the nail and say, okay, I'm going for it this time. So, you know, one day, somebody invited me to a seminar. And that seminar was about your net worth. So I sat down and I listened to the gentleman. You know, he said, what is your net worth? You know what he said? He said he is a successful person and that he is very known all over. He's known in the South, he's known in the West, he's known everywhere. He's a popular jingo. Do you understand? He's a very popular person. And that one time, there was a downturn in his business. And he did not have anything to fall back on. And you know we women with our sharp mouth, I hear it was the wife that first of all told him, you are just popular for nothing. School fees, you cannot pay. This, you cannot pay. He said that was when he started thinking about it. He started thinking about it that, okay, what am I going to do next? You understand? He started thinking about it. Now, don't get me wrong. Money is not everything. Money is not everything. You know, investments is not everything because some people have died today and left those things. Do you get me? What I'm trying to say is, just as you are building your cake business, you won't say it is Jesus that will come down from heaven for you to bake the cake in the oven, right? Do you understand? Jesus will not come down to bake the cake in the oven. You have to do something to bake the cake. So the same thing with investments. There are people that know about this thing so much. Do you understand? And that was how he started talking. You know, that day I was in tears. That day I cried. You understand? When he talked about, because then I didn't have anything. Nada. I only had my mixer, my whatever. Okay. So, remember we need to make money to be able to even invest. So I like to go to have multiple streams of income. Some of us already have multiple streams of income. We have, because in this dispensation, in this economy, you cannot survive on one thing alone. You know, if you used to do only cake, you can see people are diversifying. Some are doing slices, some are doing donuts, some are doing meat pies, some are doing things. I even have a friend, a personal friend, she's a cake person. She sews. She sews by the side. I'm telling you, she sews. So after these monies have now come, you need to treat, many times we always say we don't have enough money. Like I said, this is series 1. We don't have enough money. Let me tell you something. You know what I learned there? You will take your investment as an expense. Are you following me? So, let's say you have 100 naira. Are you following me? You have 100 naira. Maybe you pay 10% your tithe. The next 10% is for something. The next 10% is for something else. What I'm trying to say now is, what helps me is, after I went for that seminar and I got the, the idea, after I was beaten with words, you know what I now did? I decided to divide my income. So I do my income like, like I want to go to, I split my income in such a way that if I want to make my hair or buy food, I could say 10% food, 10% what are those things? You people should tell me. 10% medical, 10% rent, 10% your oven that you're saving for, another 10%. Then you now put 10 or even 20% as investment. As in, you treat it as if it's an expense. And that was what helped me. And you know what? This is not something, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme at all. It's something you do gradually. Then I would ask us to attend other seminars. Let me tell you something. I'm following a lot of people on, I will name their names. I'm following Arise Ogo. I don't know if some of you know her book. I'm following many of them on Instagram. I'm following Smart Stewards because they talk about investment. I'm following Nimi Akikugbe, personal finance. It's not only cake people I'm following. I'm following what's her name? Motrayo Famoti. I'm following Smart. There are plenty I'm following. You can follow them too. Money Stewards. I'm following Money Africa. As I'm naming it, they're on Instagram. Go and search for them. I'm following Money Africa. I'm following Money Stewards. I'm following Smart Stewards. I'm following, what are their names again? There are plenty. Do you follow me? I hope I'm not jumbling all my thoughts together. Now, you need to watch the kind of people you move with. Let me tell you something. I stumbled on a live broadcast by one of these Money Africa people. And do you know she was talking because she's into investment. She said one of her clients bought an investment, let's say a property. One of her clients bought a property at a certain amount, you understand, in Naira. Now, he bought the property. Dollar was how much in 20, let's say 20, let's even go to 2014. 2013, I think dollar was like 120 Naira to the dollar. Look at now, Naira is 480, almost hitting 500 Naira. May God help the people we move with. May we have friends. May we have destiny helpers. May we have people that will open our eyes and give us knowledge. Are you following me? So the lady analyzed that time, there was a gentleman that had a certain amount and he changed that money to dollars. This was how many years ago? And the man now bought a small property in the US. Are you following me? So can you imagine now? So the man earns rent monthly on that investment when it was 120. Now dollar is almost hitting 500. Are you following me? So you can imagine how much he's earning. Now, when I listened to that thing, the eyes of my eyes just popped out. Say, wow, can you imagine that? I mean, how many years ago, when as at 2014, I could buy $10,000 worth of tools that I want to sell in Mix and Bake. Are you following me? If at that time I was moving with someone that had foresight. Now listen to me. You know the dollar has gradually moved up. The dollar has gradually moved up. It was not 120 before. That is what they call foresight. That's why you have to move with people that have eyes, that can see. Do you understand? So you can imagine that. Then I was talking with my accountant. Can you imagine? You can, at that time, if you want to convert $10,000 times 120, that's how much? Somebody should do the calculation. That's about 1.2. That's about 1.2 million. How much is $10,000 now? $10,000 now is about 5 million. See my mouth. 48 million. I'm wrong? Am I wrong? Somebody should help me do the calculation. $10,000 is how much now? 4 point something million. 5 million, not 48 million, 5 million. So look at the difference. 1 point something. So our money is losing value every day. Now, I don't want to go into too much advanced things, but what I'm trying to do today now, what I want you to do today now, as you leave this live broadcast, as you are saving for oven, save for investment. In the next lesson, we'll be looking at the different forms of investments. Are you following me? I'm not a guru, like I said. It's because of the people I've been able to move with, the people I've been able to associate with. You won't believe, one day I went somewhere and they were talking about something, because I had developed that habit of saving. Let me tell you something. Millionaires are not made overnight. It starts from 10 kobo, 20 kobo. You know, some of you will be saying, how will I buy a house in this place? How will I buy a house in this place? The people that bought houses in Lekki 10 years ago, I have a friend, Motorayo, Money Stewards. Her mother bought house in Lekki when it was a forest. It was only VI and Ikoyi. In fact, Ikoyi that was reckoned with them. Do you get me? And people were discouraging her then that, you know, don't buy. But you know, because of the association you move with, because of the people you move with, do you understand? They will open your eyes. A lot of times now, this go and follow her, Money Stewards on Instagram. Be following all of them, Money Stewards. She opens my eyes to a lot of things. Are you following me? She would tell me, like a few years back, she was telling me, Ikeolu, start saving in dollars. Don't save in naira again. Start saving your money. If once you get your salary or whatever, convert it to dollars, remove what you need for other things. Do you know saving in dollars alone can save you from a lot of things? Do you understand? You know, gradually, small, you may look at it that dollar is now 480, is high. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. Are you following me? The journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. You will be saying now, just like we were saying when it was 120. Do you understand? You will be saying now that it's so high. You know, when it was 120, it was high. When it was 180, it was high. When it was 150, it was high. When it was 200, it was high. It's now 480, it is high. So they said if you didn't plant a tree yesterday, the earliest time to plant it is today. Do you understand? Even if it's, my darling, even if it's just $10 you save. Do you know what? The rich people, the people you see that are rich, except they inherited their father's property, or they walked into wealth one way or the other, other people have grown their wealth. Do you understand me? They have grown their wealth. And tomorrow, you don't know what's going to happen. We are all bakers. After some time, your back starts aching. You won't have the energy to be doing all those things you're doing again. Let me tell you something. My father worked in Shell. I'm going to close on this. Let me see if there is any other thing I need to talk about. Okay. My father worked in Shell. I'm going to end with this. This is just series 1, introduction. Okay. Series 1, introduction. My father worked in Shell when we were growing up. So by the time I was almost graduating, that was when he retired. When he retired, the company gave him money. They gave him money. When you retire, who will give you